Kendrick Lamar fans, buckle up. Kendrick Lamar might be hours, maybe minutes, away from dropping something huge, and his team just sent the clearest signal yet. What I'm about to show you changes everything. Before we go any further, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and support the channel. It helps a ton, and it ensures that everyone is ready for what appears to be Kendrick Lamar's next chapter. Recently, I discussed how Kendrick's producers were spotted in the studio, and how longtime collaborator Terrace Martin shared a photo of himself, Mustard, and Sounwave working together. They were also seen collaborating with Kendrick, suggesting that something new and something significant is in the works. Now, the timing has become even more intriguing. Immediately after we talk about all that, and this is exactly why we need to stay prepared, Dave Free suddenly appeared on social media and posted a rare, very simple word. You can see it here. He just wrote calm cryptically on a Friday afternoon. This came right after Terrace Martin was seen in the studio with the GNX producers, saying there was no need to discuss what they were working on. I'm not going to jump too far ahead, and I'm trying to stay composed, but when Dave Free, Kendrick Lamar's closest collaborator in every aspect of his career, the person running PG Lang and helping shape all of Kendrick's creative decisions, posts something like calm the day before the one-year anniversary of the GNX album, it feels intentional. Considering the statement, the timing, the optics, the fact that Body still hasn't been released, and everything Kendrick told us on that record, if we take his words and actions seriously, he has alluded to a deluxe version, hinted at more music, and made it clear he isn't finished. So this has to mean something. There is no way Dave Free would post something like this just to bait or troll people. This isn't some casual acquaintance of Kendrick's dropping vague hints. In Kendrick's circle and chain of command, Dave Free is the most influential person besides Kendrick himself. Before we go any further, it's also important to note that Dave Free using the word calm specifically can be interpreted in two ways. The first possibility is that he's implying exactly what many fans feel right now: the quietness, the stillness in hip-hop, the sense of anticipation. This could be the calm before the next storm that Kendrick Lamar is about to unleash. And that could very well be what he's alluding to. Simply putting something out there to stir the waters a bit before everything starts unfolding. Or it could be a double entendre, because this is Kendrick Lamar's team, and we know the level of creativity they operate on. It might even be a subtle jab at the cupcake Drake. And by that, I don't mean a full-on dislike, not like us meant to humiliate him, but more of a mockery of what Drake said during his Complex interview, where he claimed the rap game was calm seas. Maybe Dave is agreeing, but sarcastically, because he knows that very soon the rap game will be the complete opposite of calm, all because of what Kendrick's team is preparing. Not because of the loser who has gone out of his way to try to damage Kendrick and his name, going all the way back to Family Matters, The Heart Part 6, and everything else he's thrown at as many people as possible. So when you look at Dave Free saying this, you have to understand, if he's putting these words out there, they weren't chosen lightly. They're not posted for any reason other than to signal something important. And when you combine this with everything we've discussed, Kendrick working behind the scenes on new music, there's even more context. Recently, Dave Free posted other cryptic messages that suggested he was filming something or developing some kind of bold, creative idea that would put the entire rap world, and possibly the broader music and art world, on notice. The filming location resembled the setting from Nas's One Mic video, and the imagery of the red room and red light bulb feels like it will eventually hold some deep, mind-blowing meaning. With all of that, plus Kendrick's producers being in a lab working on something with him, we've reached a point where I truly believe this. While the rest of the rap game feels dry and not much else is happening, we need to be prepared at any moment to open our phones and discover that Kendrick Lamar has returned with something none of us can predict. Because even now, there are countless questions about what Kendrick's next move could be. Could be some kind of anniversary release or time capsule for GNX to celebrate the one-year mark. I don't know. It could be a deluxe edition similar to Tyler, the creator's Chromacopia Plus. Maybe there's a special vinyl or a limited edition merch collection, and maybe that's all it is. But I don't think that's the case. If anything, if the GNX world is going to continue. And let's remember that Kendrick Lamar is returning to tour in Australia in a few weeks, seemingly preparing to close out the final chapter of this era. I honestly don't even want to try to predict his next move. Kendrick thinks and creates on such a different level that wherever we expect him to go, he always ends up somewhere entirely different. So I don't want to set expectations too high. But the most logical guess would be either a GNX Deluxe, a continuation of GNX, or even an entirely new project that connects through some kind of duality Kendrick has envisioned since the first GNX trailer. From the trailer featuring a song we never received, to the overarching themes of duality throughout the GNX album, the visuals, and the symbolism, it genuinely feels like there's another side to this era, another layer of Kendrick Lamar that we haven't seen yet. And whatever that is, it could further elevate the story he's been telling both artistically and as an MC, solidify his mark on the rap world in a way we've never witnessed. And honestly, if Kendrick releases anything in the coming days, weeks, or even sometime before the end of 2025, if we simply see Kendrick Lamar's name appear attached to something new, I think it's fair to say that after dominating 2024 and 2025, he would be positioned to run 2026 as well. He would remain the best rapper and the face of the league and one of the most undisputed displays of leadership we've ever seen in hip-hop history. We would truly be at that point. Right now, I know I'm speculating and looking at all the possibilities, but what's important is to stay grounded in what we can actually see. We're hearing signals and noticing activity from every key person in Kendrick's circle. From Terrace Martin's comments, to seeing Mustard, Sounwave, and Terrace Martin together in the studio producing for Kendrick, to Dave Free's Cryptic post, especially with all of this aligning around the GNX Anniversary, it's clear that none of this is random. Everything Kendrick does, from the way he releases music to the way he structures an era, is intentional. He always has a purpose and a vision. So I just can't sit here and say this is a coincidence or that it isn't pointing towards something bigger. Because if we did treat this all like coincidence, we'd be ignoring the very mindset that has allowed Kendrick Lamar's art to flourish, especially in the cultural conversations that continue to redefine how music can be interpreted, analyzed, and understood. Kendrick's work consistently raises a bar in an era where so many people churn out microwave-level garbage with the most anti-intellectual messaging imaginable. Another possibility we should keep in mind, with everything happening around Kendrick Lamar's team, is this, and yes, we're heading deeper into the speculation rabbit hole, tinfoil hats and all. Where's Baby Keem been? Even a few months ago, Dave Free said in an interview that his favorite music to listen to is unreleased Baby Keem. It would be incredibly fitting to position Keem as Kendrick's true number two, someone ready to rise to a superstar level if his next project lands the way it needs to. Right now, with the industry quiet, with hip-hop experiencing these supposed calm seas, I'm going to quote Lame Drake, and with a clear demand for another rapper to step up and say, besides Kendrick Lamar, and I guess Pusha T, Malice, and Tyler, the Creator, I'm going to be the next face of the genre, the timing feels perfect. Baby Keem dropping a fourth-quarter project could completely disrupt the industry. And honestly, whether the next move comes from Kendrick Lamar or Baby Keem, whether the song, a music video, an album, or something entirely unexpected, I genuinely believe that something is on the horizon. It could drop today, tomorrow, next week, or closer to the holidays. With GNX dropping at the end of November, it wouldn't be surprising if the next piece arrives in December. But overall, what I'm really saying is this. Whatever noise Kendrick Lamar's team is making right now, it's intentional. It's leading towards something meaningful, something that, even if we don't fully understand it yet, will have genre-shifting consequences. At this point, as we wait to see what Kendrick Lamar actually has planned and what all this timing means, especially with everything landing right at the one-year anniversary of the GNX album, all we can really do is wait and see. But in the meantime, since it is the GNX anniversary, go run that album back. Try to hear all the details within it, all the messaging Kendrick has promised will unfold, and everything in between. Listen to the album and enjoy it. Because even a year later, I just spun again while working on something big you'll see soon, and that record holds up in every sense of the word. It remains one of the best rap albums we've received in years. The excitement and anticipation within the Kendrick Lamar community makes sense. People will always clown Kendrick fans for caring about every detail and analyzing everything so deeply, but the truth is, it's not just because Kendrick puts an immense level of thought and intention into his work. It's because the music itself is genuinely some of the best we've ever seen in hip-hop and really in modern music as a whole, ever. That's why we're all waiting to see Kendrick Lamar's next move. Because we know that if we unlock our devices and see his name attached to something new, it means another classic body of work, one that will redefine the musical canon, is on the way. It will shift everything we know, force every rapper to go back to the drawing board, and rethink how to rap. GNX already did that, and that's part of what solidified Kendrick Lamar as a king. Like I said, we were going to go down a rabbit hole, and we definitely did. But just be ready at any moment, truly any moment, for Kendrick Lamar to drop something new. With all that said, let me know what you think about everything happening around Kendrick's team right now. And with Dave free of all people posting something so cryptic, something that carries as much weight as it possibly could, what do you think it means? If you've made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out a ton, and I can't thank you enough. I hope you have a great day, and I hope Kendrick Lamar does drop soon so we have something major to react to and enjoy as rap fans, because we definitely need it. In the meantime, if you're looking for a record to listen to, I'm currently playing it right now, the new De La Soul album Cabin in the Sky. It's one of the most incredible albums I've heard this year. It feels like a love letter to the group if you're familiar with their work, but also to hip-hop as a whole. There are so many amazing rappers on it. Nas, Common, Q-Tip, Black Thought, and many others. It's one of the most complete listens I've had in a long time. And if you love hip-hop, you'll love this album. But if you want to stick around with me a little longer, and you want to see how, just before all this, Kendrick Lamar's producers left some major signals that something big is coming, then you won't want to miss this one. Check out the suggested video.